Hi, welcome back to Art by Brooke. So I am just going to try something a little different. I'm going to film this video and probably speed it up quite a bit like I usually do with my art journaling videos, but I think I'm going to try to talk to you while I work on it because I've been wanting to try kind of more of a chatty video and I'm not really sure how to do it. And so basically, you'll probably hear the art supplies as I'm working on this, but they won't quite be in sync with the video. If it goes really wrong, you're not even going to hear this, but if I feel like it's okay, then we'll be trying it out, and you can let me know in the comments down below if this is a style of video that you like, or if you think I should stick with the music or try something else. I'll probably keep experimenting until we find something that works. So I'm going to be honest, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing today. You're probably already further in the video than I am because I'm just starting out, but I have not only have I not posted since December, I think my last post was actually, on Christmas. I also have not art journaled since December. I think the 30th was maybe the last day that I did an art journal page. And I haven't been doing art. So it's not just that you haven't seen anything. I really haven't been making anything. And I'm hoping that this background sound of me using the supplies is not too loud, but we'll see. I think, so I gave myself a little challenge to try to post something every day of December. Now that fell apart a little bit later in the month, but I did a pretty okay job doing it for a while. It was going all right. And I think maybe I burnt myself out on that a little bit. Not fully, because I did have a good time doing it and tried a lot of different new things, pushed myself a little bit. But I think one of the things that I struggle with is keeping my attention on something if I'm not feeling excited about it. And I noticed that there's not like a ton more views or interactions when I post that regularly versus when I post just kind of my normal videos. I think part of that is that I was focusing a lot on shorts, and you get interactions from shorts, but not a lot of like community involvement or comments or people sharing ideas, things like that. And that's kind of why I wanted to do an art channel, is to talk with other people and share ideas, help maybe inspire people if they don't know where to start, which is kind of ironic because that's what I'm struggling with. I am finding that chatting while I'm doing this is making me focus less and less on what I'm working on. So I think that's actually working very well. But anyway, I struggled a little bit at the end of last year. And of course it was the holidays, so there's a lot more things going on in families, and I had a lot of things that I just needed to do. There's a lot of fatigue and exhaustion around the holidays, especially for me. I am chronically ill, and so I have a lot of trouble with needing to pace myself a lot, and I'm always on an energy deficit. So especially around the holidays, I really have to put the focus where it matters to me. And during the holidays, of course, that's family. So I kind of got out of the, routine or habit of art. And then my problem is once I get out of the habit of art, I sort of continue to push it to the wayside. It becomes, in my head, like a luxury or a reward if I finish everything else there is to do, which everyone probably will agree with me. Everything that you have to do is never a finished job. There's always things to do. So there's always reasons to put art aside and say, I'll get to it later. I've got too many things going on, etc. And I think the longer that I go without doing art, the harder it is to get back into it. And the harder it is for me to remember how good it is for my mental health. I start to have trouble regulating and trouble focusing, and I have trouble kind of unwinding and relaxing. I have a lot of issues just sitting down and resting. Art journaling and other types of art, they do that for me. They kind of make me sit down because I'm sitting down to work on something, and I can put my focus in, and I really get into it and get into like a flow. But if it's been a while since I've worked on anything creative, I just kind of forget that that's there for me, and that's something I really need to prioritize. And then I think as time goes on, I get really down on myself. So now I'm seeing I haven't posted in a while, I haven't shared anything in a while, I haven't created anything in a while, and so I start getting that kind of guilt, that shame cycle of, well, I haven't posted anything in a long time, so what does it matter if I post now? No one's going to look at it. Or, you know, I feel guilty, and then I feel stressed, and I don't want to work on anything because now I'm stressed and I'm not feeling creative. I don't know what I would even do or where to start. And so it kind of ends up like spiraling, and I don't work on things. So tonight I'm kind of forcing myself to do this. It's many months since I've last created, and I know I need it. So I'm kind of making the time today. Don't know what I'm doing. I kind of have to just do it scared. I've heard a lot of people saying that. You know, it doesn't matter exactly what you do, just do it. And doing it scared is better than not doing it at all. Also, not doing a great job is better than not doing anything at all in this case. So it's going to get me hopefully back into it and getting more excited to share art with you. I'm also hoping that doing a kind of a chatty video like this will sort of help encourage those of you who are kind of here all the time or excited about these topics. I'm hoping it'll encourage you to interact as well, because I really do want to create some sort of little art community where we can share ideas and things like that. One of my personal goals for the year is to try to actually get into live videos. That's something I've been wanting to do, and I've had a lot of trouble with my filming setup and things like that. But I did get a new device, and so I'm hoping that maybe I can go ahead and do some test streams coming up. So yeah, I think that one of my biggest downfalls with my art, and I mean, to be honest, my mental health, is not prioritizing time when I know I should, because it's almost like I'm trying to punish myself for not getting everything done that I need to. And then also, of course, guilting myself and kind of getting down on myself that I haven't done anything in a while. I'm pretty self-aware, and I know what I'm doing when I'm doing it, but it's very hard to pull myself out of it. And I figured if I'm out here encouraging all of you by saying, you know, it doesn't matter what it looks like, it doesn't matter how complicated the page is, it doesn't matter how good you are at art, you should just do it because it's for you, it's not for anybody else. And yet I'm out here being down on myself for the same exact things. So I need to get better about practicing what I preach so that we can all kind of get there together. Art is really, really, really not about perfect. It's not about something that everybody has to like. It doesn't even have to be something you like every time. Honestly, especially with art journaling for me, sometimes I really don't like pages because I'm using it to get out how I'm feeling, and sometimes I'm not feeling great. And getting it out on the paper can really help to push that out of my head so it's not overwhelming me. And I think that's really helpful. And a kind of a good thing to try to keep reminding myself that I don't have to like everything I make. That's kind of part of the learning process. And I think finding my artistic voice is something that I would really like to focus on, and I don't know exactly where to start other than just making more art. Making as much art as I can, and maybe experimenting with different styles and things like that. And honestly, even just starting this art journal spread, I guess it's not just one page because it's 2 pages, but and talking about it with you is getting me so much more excited about creating. I already want to do more pages, I'm already loving the feeling of just kind of moving across the page. Now, I don't know where you are in the video because I'm just working and recording myself while working on this, but you're probably further than I am, so that's kind of fun. I'm talking to you in the future. I'm in the past. You're getting a preview of what I'm doing before I know what I'm doing. So that makes this kind of a chatty video a little bit silly as far as timelines go, but I'm hoping that maybe it's something that some of you like. I'm really enjoying it. I don't usually get to just chat in my videos, and maybe doing some videos like this will help me feel more comfortable doing some more live streams later. If you have some ideas for what you'd like to see in a live stream, I would love to hear it. Paint by numbers or diamond paintings. I actually do have some paint by numbers kits that I got on clearance. I don't know if the paint is any good anymore, but I know I have a lot of paint colors, so I figured that if the paint dries out, I can just maybe use my own. That's not something I've done since I was really little, and I know that that used to really frustrate me when I was a little kid because I didn't have as much control over the brush. And so paint by numbers, it never really looked very nice. But now I'm an adult, and I really want to go back to that nostalgia and kind of try it. Almost like going back to a video game that you tried to play when you were little and couldn't make it work. It was really tough, and then you go back as an adult and you get to beat the video game even though it's like a kid's one. So let me know in the comments if there is a style of live stream that you'd be interested in. Do you want to do live streams where we work together on something, where I let you know ahead of time what the supplies would be and then we work on something together? Or maybe you just art journal along with me or paint pour along with me. I'm pretty open to all of those options, and I think it would be fun regardless. So let me know. So I think mostly what I'm getting at with this video is using it as a launching off point to try to get myself back into the groove again and try to push past this kind of, I guess, artist block that I've been having. But I think this video has been a really nice start. It's given me an excuse to art journal again. I kind of needed that kick in the butt to work on this, and so I'm glad I did. I'm already feeling very energized and excited about other possibilities. So if any of you are still watching and still listening, I really appreciate you being here, and I'm so grateful and glad that we have this possibility of communicating with each other in some way. No matter where we're from, no matter where we are, we can kind of build this little art community, and that's pretty amazing to me. So while I've been working on this art journal spread by myself, it doesn't really feel like I'm by myself because I know that you're watching and you probably enjoy art in some way, and maybe you're even working on something while you watch this. Or not, that's totally fine too. But either way, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.